Oi pessoal, tudo bem? Sejam bem-vindos ao Brazilian Portuguese by Aldie. If you are learning Brazilian Portuguese, you have probably learned greetings like Olá, como vai você? But the thing here is that's not how most Brazilians speak in everyday life. And today I'm gonna teach you the greetings that we actually use every single day. You will learn when to use them, how to pronounce them, and how native speakers naturally respond. Okay, so by the end of this lesson, you will be able to greet Brazilians with confidence. So let's get started. So the first one is Oi, short like that. Oi, it means hi. This is a very common greeting in Brazil, and the good thing about it is that you can greet everybody, basically, your friends, co-workers, maybe a shop assistant, at work, or your neighbor, family members, anybody. And it's more common in informal situations as well. Okay, so for example, maybe if you see somebody in the supermarket, in a store, or even walking the street, you can say, Oi, Ana, tudo bem? Oi, tudo bem, e você? Tudo bem? So, simply say Oi. Let's repeat. Oi. Muito bem. The second word is Olá. Yes, this word also exists in Brazilian Portuguese, but I would say that it's not very common to use it on a daily basis. Maybe it's more common to use in a formal situation, in a presentation, or in a YouTube video. Like if I start this video, I can start with Olá. This sounds a little bit more formal, I would say, or like customer service, this is more polite, more formal. So, but on a daily basis, not so common. But of course, you can say there is no problem if you say Olá instead of Oi. So, for example, you go to a store and then the assistant greets you, Olá, Olá. This is very common as well, okay? It's very simple like that. Olá. Muito bem. The next one is Tudo bem? We have already seen this greeting on the other video. This is very common, and it doesn't mean that the person wanna know how you are doing. They don't expect you to say every detail what's going on in their life. You just say Tudo bem as a greeting, like Hi, how are you? Oi, tudo bem? And how to respond to that? You can respond with another Tudo bem, or you can say Tudo bem e você? Everything is okay, and you? Okay, or tudo certo, or beleza, if it's very informal. So repeat after me, tudo bem? Muito bem. The next one is very informal, and I think men like to use more this word than women. But it doesn't mean that you cannot use it if you are a woman. It's beleza. Literally means beauty, but we are not talking here about beauty, okay? So it's like, hey, how is it going? What's up? Something like that, Beleza? E aí? Beleza? And you can respond, beleza, or tudo bem. It doesn't matter. You don't need to respond with the same word. You can say beleza the same way, or you can say tudo bem, tudo certo, and that's it, okay? So repeat after me. Beleza? Muito bem. The next one is also very informal. E aí? E aí? It's similar to what's up, how is it going, the same as beleza. It's very similar, and it's also in a context, maybe you are at work, for example, you are having a break, and then somebody arrives, e aí? What's up? Okay? And you can respond to that, e aí, beleza? E aí, beleza? Tudo certo? Opa! Very casual, okay? So repeat after me, e aí? E aí? The next one, tudo certo? It literally means everything okay? Is everything all right? Tudo certo? And then you can respond, tudo certo, tudo bem, e você? Como vai a família? How is family? Okay? Tudo certo? Next one, tranquilo. This is very informal, and it's more common among friends, like, is everything okay? Is everything all right? Tranquilo? Very good. So you can respond the same way. Tudo tranquilo, tudo beleza, everything okay, everything good, okay? Tranquilo? Now let's talk about those greetings that it's depending on the time of the day. For example, if it's in the morning, we say bom dia. Bom dia. Yes, in certain regions in Brazil, in certain areas, the D and the T with another vowel, especially I, we don't say dia. In some areas of Brazil, yes, they say bom dia. But in other areas, we say G, like this sound, bom dia. And if it's in the afternoon, after lunch, like after 12 p.m., boa tarde, boa tarde. It's like good afternoon. And boa noite. Boa noite could be good evening or good night. It doesn't matter if you are arriving, it doesn't matter if you are leaving or if you are going to bed, if you are going to sleep. You can say good night in all these situations. So repeat after me. Bom dia. Boa tarde. Boa noite. Muito bem. Agora é sua vez. Which greeting do you think you are going to use first? I would like you to write your answer in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to like this video, okay? Subscribe to the channel and then I'll see you in the next Brazilian Portuguese lesson. Ciao!